The question was posed by I Play Battle, and the question is as follows. What would you do if you didn't have fear and there was no risk of failure? I assume that you mean like what would my like maximum goal be, right? What do I want to do that would like change the world because there's no chance of failure and I'm not afraid of anything? And I think we had some good answers in the chat. I really do. I personally would have, there's two things to it. One, I think fear is a driving force for some people, and the consequences of failure help you do things better. So let's just take that out of the equation. Let's pretend like we just hold true to the question. I really do appreciate the ability to, I think, like change people's lives for the better, right? So if I didn't have to worry about like providing for my family, I didn't have to worry about getting sick or mugged, robbed, whatever, right? Those type of things. I really think that I would like to do like a Doctors Without Borders type thing, build homes for less fortunate individuals. One of the things that I'm limited to on that is really financial fear. So it's not a fear about doing the activity itself, but I do have a fear that I won't be able to do the things that I want to provide for my family long term. And that's part of what holds me back. And also, I think there's like the fear that, and there's a little bit of fear depending on where you go and do it, whether or not you would be safe there. I think you'd be pretty well off if you wanted to volunteer and support those communities. And then I also think that I have a fear that's that it wouldn't matter. But I think that's a poorly placed fear. But I sometimes I think that, like, does it matter if I build one house for someone? Like, I think it probably would. I really do. I think it matters for people. But yeah, I think I would go and I would build, I would support people locally. I think I love the idea of traveling to interstellar space, right? I love the idea of getting in a space shuttle and just send me. If someone came to me and said, you know, Armageddon, Bruce Willis style, like, Judge Dreadnought, you're the only man we know that could sit in front of a TV and make people laugh for the next 27 million years. So get behind this seat and we're sending you to Pluto, whatever. I would do it. I would really like to do that. I would have fear with that, obviously, but I think that's exciting and that's a little self-gratifying because I get to do something. And what's more impactful, in my opinion, is taking care of people locally. And that's the thing that I've gone through pretty heavily in my life, I would say in the last 2 to 3 years, is a change in my perception of what it means to help individuals around you. It's part of the reason I do the little, like, you know, requirement, the step 2 of getting started and ending the streams is I think that people need to be connected. They need support networks. Like, if I had to say there's one thing that fails people and then puts them in a horrible situation, is the fact that they don't have a support network. And it looks different for every person, but I think if we can support people around us, it makes a huge difference. It really does. So, long way around the barn, if you will. Long way around the courtroom. I think that giving back to society in some sort of semi-meaningful way, right? Not something like giving money necessarily, although I guess that could help, but I'd rather be hands-on building homes or building wells in like Africa